Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a truck that's actually quite interesting. So this is going to be a look at Frog's Chevy Colorado ZR2, and we also have this Patrol by Surge that is going to be chilling, just kind of hanging out, chilling on the edge. And if these things have a trailer that's capable of hauling something, we might throw that on there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the blue Colorado first, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through some of the features of this thing, as well as some of the modifications and some of the features that are available in the garage. You can also open the hood, revealing a LS engine, which is actually quite cool in my opinion. I mean, these things normally don't come with anything close to this much power, but the fact that he LS swapped it, I think is pretty dang cool. So I'm going to go ahead and drive it into the garage now, even though I do have MudRunner mod on, and actually, as you can see, it's a pretty well built up interior too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wait for it to load. Okay, so we have a car hauler and we have a roll bar. Now, the car hauler, if it's... Wow! Okay, that's awesome. So you can put kind of the OEM roll bar, which carries 5,000 liters of fuel and 5,000 repair points in the back. You can also throw the car hauler on the back, which is actually kind of big, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Which means I'm going to go ahead and actually move this thing over here. Move this thing over here and drop the ramps because I want to throw the GQ Patrol on the back. And, you know, would this be a normal scenario? Probably not, but I kind of want to see what happens anyway. Oh, come on, Patrol. Come on. We're not doing any sort of crazy modifications to the Patrol because this thing, I mean, the Patrol is not the star of this video at all. The Colorado is, which I think it can make that. I know they're not on the ground. I know this is not proper trailer loading procedure, but you know what? No big deal. It's far enough up-ish. No worries. Now, right now, we're in the standard one. So you have a standard one and a lifted one. The lifted one is what I... Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably what I should have used. But the lifted one... Actually, no. The lifted one only has the option of a roll bar, not a car hauler. So that actually makes sense, though, considering, you know, the fact that you wouldn't really want to tow with something that long. Or not even... Or, sorry, something that long with something that high. Uh-oh. We got a problem. Yep, we got a problem. Oh, no. Oh, God, this happens sometimes. Yeah, it's a MudRunner glitch, and it happens sometimes. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're back, and we had a little bit of a hiccup with the game there. Nothing I'm not... Nothing I'm not used to with MudRunner, to be honest, but I really... Actually, I know it's a kind of an odd thing, but I really like how quickly the ramps raise and lower. Now, we're going to tow this thing until the terrain gets a little bit too sketchy, and I'm kind of curious to see how the towing performance is on this little Colorado ZR2, because honestly, you don't really do a lot of on-trail tow. Well, at least I don't do a lot of on-the-trail towing in MudRunner, especially with something as big as a car hauler like this. But if we had something that was very, very capable and was able to do it pretty reliably, I could see myself doing something like this more often to haul crazier rigs down to a trail, potentially. So far, it's actually doing really, really well, and like I said, the interior has an animated steering wheel. It's got a fully modeled, like, correct dash, correct shifter, correct seats, correct back seat. I really, really like it. He's definitely done a really good job with the quality here. And can we turn the lights on? Yeah, they're all right. The lights definitely aren't, like, the highlight of the build or anything, but, like, what is the highlight of the build is the truck itself and the fact that you can see the LS swap. And the car hauler also as well. Because this is something that I could totally see you using to transport, you know, a crazier rig to a trail to then, like, go nuts with it. You know what I mean? Easy. Up and over the... Yeah! No big deal. Oh, I just now noticed that the trailer also has Chevy Colorado ZR2 wheels. I didn't even think about that, and then I saw it, and I was like, I see you sneaking little details in there. I genuinely, like, I see you sneaking little details in there, and it's really, really cool. Okay, so let's see. Oxford County, or welcome to Oxford County. It already gets a little bit crazier If we go, especially if we go to the left, it gets a lot crazier. If we go to the right, doesn't look like it gets too bad. Because I do want to do a little bit more towing with this thing, just to kind of see how it does over a variety of different types of terrain. We haven't run into any sort of like crazy mud yet either, so I want to see if we have the option of taking this thing through mud before we move over to the more off-road focused rig. Almost bounced the patrol up off the trailer there. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, cool. We got a bridge up ahead. I was like, because I saw on the map, and it looked like just a massive hole, a massive dip in the terrain, and I was like, we probably don't want to go that way, and I was like, there's got to be a bridge. Like, there's got to be a reason why that's there, you know what I mean? It's got to be a reason why that's there. It is, honestly, like, a pretty cool-looking setup, though, not gonna lie. I really like it. Out there on the bridge. Oh, yeah, it actually looks pretty sick. Oh, the trailer, like, barely fits! The trailer barely fits! Oh, no. Did it actually? Bro, did we actually get the trailer stuck? Will it back up? Winch, maybe? Okay, there we go. That's a weird type of hang-up that I've never seen before. Like, I've legitimately never seen anything like that happen before. That's crazy. It's weird, though. I'm trying to still figure out. It's probably some sort of weird, like, 3D object that got snagged on, like, one custom object got snagged on another custom object, and mods didn't cooperate with one another, and so on and so forth. But, yeah, man, it's good. I mean, now that we're into some trickier stuff, and, I mean, I know that this is not, like, super tricky or anything like that, but it's trickier than the stuff that we were in before, and it's still hooking and going. Maybe not at the moment, but that's more due to those rocks than anything else. Might even be due to the front of the trailer getting hung up. Yeah. That very well could be it, because a little tiny, like, just a tug of the winch really helps us out a lot. Now, if the truck has grip, it will pull it up those rocks. Or at least for most of the way. For most of the way, it will. There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Hey, honestly, like, not bad. There we go. If we let off the throttle, just kind of modulate it through a little bit. Just walk it through. If you just keep this thing, like, keep this thing moving and keep walking it, it's a good truck. There you go. Let it find the grip. Kind of concerned about that spot with the trailer. Okay, yeah. No, the trailer's definitely going to get hung up there. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that one down, and then I'm going to go over to the lifted one and see what it's like on an actual proper trail. Now, the only thing that you could actually put on this thing is the roll bar, and I had an issue with this truck before, like, to where all of a sudden, like, the game's frame rate just crashed and died. And I mean, when I say it crashed and died, I mean it crashed and died. So we're going to kind of rampage our way through this bit. I mean, just flooring it in automatic. I know we're going to make Frog very angry about how we're doing this right now, but I just want to get to the good trails, and then I'm going to start driving it more realistically. But for now, we're going to basically yeet it through everything. Come on. All right, now we're going to go ahead and refill this thing, get it ready to go, and go ahead and make a left. Throw it in low 3 and probably just kind of work on modulating the throttle as we go along. Already, I can tell you that the truck definitely has a lot of grip. It's not some sort of crazy, like, flex monster. If that's what you were expecting, you're definitely going to have to look elsewhere. But that's not what this truck needs to be. This truck is meant to be, in my opinion anyway, looks like it's meant to be something that you could drive to work every day and then drive to the trails on the weekends and have a blast, and then drive it back to work on Monday again. And I think with this particular build, I think he's done a really good job of going after that vibe and really presenting that vibe in a good way. Because, ooh. Oh, that's an even more rocky area, it looks like. Straight looks like it has more water. Left looks like it has more rocks. I'm going to go left. I don't really remember what's back here either, so I haven't been to this map in a good while. Let's see what the flex actually legit looks like. There we go. Hey, for an IFS truck, it's not bad. It's really, truly not bad at all for an IFS truck. I mean, we're floating it right there, but it's... I mean, it has still a good ways to go before it gets dangerous. I mean, you could float a wheel, like, you have a good amount of room, I should say, to float a wheel before this truck starts to tip over. Yeah, on trails like this, I mean, trails like this are definitely perfectly matched for this truck. It makes it feel very realistic. It makes it feel very, it makes it feel like you're legitimately driving something that you could drive on the road and drive out at the trails. And it honestly feels really realistic. All right, warning, all wheels, diff lock required. Now, here is where we throw this thing in for a challenge. All right, things are about to get rocky, boys. Oh. Whoa. There you go. Wow, all right. Just leave it in low 3 and modulate the throttle. Modulate the throttle and you will be good to go. This truck really likes throttle modulation. It does not like to be thrown in one gear and floored the whole time. It doesn't like Tomcat gear, but if you actually drive it like you're not yeeting it all the time, as you can see, it's actually very capable. Like, very, very capable. Some things you have to approach at a diagonal, which my reasoning behind doing that is basically to kind of keep this thing in sort of an environment where you're always hitting the tire first instead of the bumper. There we go. Get the tire up. There you go. Come on, easy. God, this thing is really good. Really good. I'm gonna put a couple tires on the rock on the outside to try to set myself up for the outside. There we go. And it just squeezes its way right up the trail. Right up the trail. It's a very, very, very good truck. Very good truck. And I have nothing but good things to say about this thing. Now, honestly, it is an older mod, but he did say that when he released it that he was releasing a couple of older mods again, you know, that he wouldn't be updating any of these unless there was any, like, major issues with them. But, I mean, even with that being said, it's still a dang good truck. I would be surprised if he hadn't have gone back and tweaked the performance of him a little bit, because this thing is, like, solid. It's really solid, and it's a good adventure truck. You could do just about anything in it, and it's got a bunch of fuel to carry along with it and a bunch of repair points. I mean, you can go off and have an adventure and then, you know, go and do recon if you wanted to do, like, objective-based gameplay, or, like, you know, do, like, a specific type of map with it or something like that. And, again, you could open the hood and check out that LS swap. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to click that like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more. And let me know what you think of this truck. And I will talk to you guys next time. See y'all later.